so you got yourself a downwind board, and I know you all want to go into the water straight away, but there's one thing you actually really need to do, and that's putting some rail savers on. So the first thing obvious you need is some rail savers. There's a lot of companies, I got them from RSPro. The only important thing is that they fit your board. So try to cover the whole length, or at least 3/4, and see how wide they are. So mine are, I think, 5.3 centimeters, giving me a little bit more above and below the actual contact line. Second thing you need is something to clean your board, because you want your board to be clean before you apply the rail savers. And if you don't have one, there's actually, you could use whatever you want to. This is a squeegee, but you could use some cardboard or just your thumbs, some tape, and something perpendicular where you can see where the outer edge of your board is. But I'm going to show it to you anyway. So here are my rail savers. I unrolled them and I put them on the floor and left them for an hour just to allow them to become straight again, because they were rolled up in this box and they would curl up in the process of applying. So now they are straight again. So the process of cleaning your board is pretty easy. You can use whatever you want. Soap and water will do fine. I'm using some window cleaner first to take off all the grease, but I will use some water and soap afterwards, and then just some clean water to wipe and clean the board. So after you cleaned your board, make sure you cleaned your hands too, and then take your rail saver and find the perfect position and mark the position. So you can see right here, this is pretty long. I want this to start roughly about here. So I'm just gonna get some tape real quick. And now I'm going to make myself a long mark where I want the rail saver to start. I'm going to transfer this to the other side so they both start at the same point. So right now you want to mark the point that's the furthest out, so the rail. This is the point where the pedal will touch the rail. So to find this point, just take something that's perpendicular to the ground, put it on the board, and now we see this is the area where your pedal will touch your board. You want to have at least an inch above and probably a little bit below. In most cases you will have a collision right here or further up when your pedal is on an angle. So I'm just taking some masking tape to put this into place without actually sticking it to the board. Here's my mark. So I'm just going to take some masking tape, put this on the rail saver and place it right here. And I'm going to do the same in the front. Just get some masking tape, finding the right position. You can put on some tape in between, but you don't have to. Before you start working on the rail saver and on the tape itself, make sure your hands are really clean. I just washed mine again, and now I'm going to start. I'm going to peel off the masking tape, put this in place, and now I'm going to start peeling off the back of the rail saver tape without touching the sticky part. So make sure to not touch this, and now find the right place and put it in place. And if you want, like I said, squeeze it up and down, and now you can slowly work your way from this. Try to avoid having bubbles. Now I'm just gonna work my way from the back to the front and then working up and down. Always pay special attention to the rails and the edges, because that's where it's gonna start to peel off. You want the tape to be on a flat surface, so not on an edge or on a sharp angle, because that's where it's gonna peel off for sure. If you want, in between, you can take this off because you don't need it, and it's just gonna save you time and makes it easier for you. So once you're done, take a cloth or some fabric and apply some more pressure. Pay special attention to the edges, that they are all sticking. If you have some tiny bubbles in between, it doesn't matter. Some of them will actually disappear over time, but you want to make sure that there's no water leaking in. And one thing, wait an hour or an hour and a half at least before you hit the water, just to make sure it really sticks to the water. That's it for today. If you have any questions, use the comments. Otherwise, good luck, have fun out there on your new downwind board.